Yeah, warm good evening class. In the previous two videos, we have seen about arc welding and some of the terms. What is arc welding? What is welding as per the AWS definition, and some of the terms used in arc welding. So here we'll see the next part. We'll go directly into the welding process. Okay. So here you can see if the welding process, we can classify this welding process into arc welding, where you can see there are many types of arc welding: solid state welding, brazing, okay, soldering, resistance welding, oxyfuel gas welding, thermal spraying, allied process, adhesive bonding, oxygen cutting, thermal cutting, arc cutting, and other cutting process. So there are these much types of welding process which are prevalent in our world, in the world of welding, right? So in this upcoming video, we will see some of the major commonly used welding process. Okay. So the first, before going to that, we are going to classify the welding process, right? So there are two types of classification. So I'll see from here you can see in this welding process, I'll take first as fusion welding, right? So in this fusion welding, there are two types of welding classifications. One is consumable electrode welding, where here the weld electrode is getting consumed, right? So I already said what is electrode. Okay, here the welding electrode is getting consumed and coated over the welding area or weld pool. So this type of welding process known as consumer welding process. So it is the other type, the here some of the welding consumer electrode welding process are FCAW, that is flux core arc welding, GMAW, that is gas metal arc welding. The third one is SMAW, shielded metal arc welding. Fourth one is SAW, submerged arc welding. Okay. The other part is non-consumer electrode welding. Here the electrode is not going to consumed. Okay, will not get melted. So in this part, you can see filler metal comes into the picture. Okay. So here filler metals plays the major role while doing the welding. Here the main role of welding, in a main role of electrode, is nothing but to carry the current and to be a part of a source for producing heat, right? So here the first one is ESW, that is uh, GTAW, that is gas tungsten arc welding, OAW, that is oxygen acetylene welding, PAW, that is plasma arc welding, and SW, right? Right. So the first one, which is a major one, or this is the ancestor of many welding process, which is known as shielded metal arc welding, right? So that is in short form we can say SMAW, right? Shielded metal arc welding. If we have understood these terms, you can easily say what is the process itself. Okay. It is also known as manual metal arc welding, which because in most of the industries it is done manually through the skilled labors. Okay, or otherwise it is known as flux shield arc welding or stick welding, which because here the electrode looks like a small stick where it is coated by the flux. Okay, so you can see the flux is coated over the material, coated over the weld area, coated over the electrode. Okay, so in short we can see the definition first. So it is an arc welding where the coalescence is produced by heat in the workpiece with the electric arc setup between the flux core electrode and the workpiece. Okay, the first one is here the coalescence. Coalescence is nothing but joining of material. Okay, here the main part heat source is due to electric arc. So here you can see this arc comes here. So it is an arc welding process, comes at the arc welding process. So shielded metal. Okay, shielded metal, it is the other name, it is used as the electrode is shielded. Okay, electrode is shielded by flux coated. So here you can say this shielded metal arc welding is nothing but here the shielded metal, which is known as electrode, is flux shielded. This is the arc which because the electric current is used to provide the arc for the source of heat. So this is a welding process, right? So you can see this is the transformer, the one end which is negative polarity is towards workpiece, positive polarity is given as electrode. When we touch this positive and negative polarity, the arc creates. So this arc is used to weld this paying surface, right? So through this you can see the welding will happens like this. So here the base material where the welding happens, like okay. Now we can see a small glimpse here. Okay, it is touched. So here the electrode, the welding happens here. Right? So coming to the principles of operation, in short we can say electrode is taken towards, so first transformer is on, positive polarity is given to electrode through electrode holder, negative polarity is given to the workpiece. Okay, once you scratch the positive towards the negative, the spark creates. Upon having the spark, you can create the arc. Here the arc power comes around 5000 degrees Celsius, so that the electrode which has the melting point around 1100 is getting melted, and it is deposited over the welded surface. Okay, it is deposited over the welding surface. So the flux which is coated over the electrode will form the shielding atmosphere around the weld area, so that the proper welding happens. Okay, this is the major or the very ancestral old or the most followed welding type. Okay, that's all for today. Thank you and have a great day.